My body is like I feel like young. I feel like young. I mean, you can see. Like I said, I always bring surprises to the fans.
It depends. I don't know, like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, my feelings like when I started boxing. I think the hardest is when you expecting to win and you lost. You know, the only one. And
Oh yeah, that was robbery.
G4 fight. Like,
Robbery right there.
it's hard. It's like, you know, you work hard for your training song and discipline like that. You know.
Manny Pacquiao just shocked the boxing world by revealing the real details behind his fight with Mario Barrios. No safety clauses, no tune-up, and full championship rounds. His team didn't support it, and many around him strongly disagreed with the decision. But before diving into the Barrios fight, Manny looked back on one of the most painful moments of his career. A fight where he believed he won, but the judges saw it differently. Speaking from experience, he explained just how heartbreaking it is to train with full focus and discipline, only to walk away feeling robbed after giving it everything in the ring.
I think the hardest is when you expecting to win and you lost. You know, the only one. And
Oh yeah, that was robbery.
G4 fight. Like,
Robbery right there.
it's hard. It's like, you know, you work hard for your training song and discipline like that. You know, you did a lot. You did your best in training camp and then in the fight, like.
Meanwhile, discussing his return, Manny also opened up about the emotions behind this unexpected comeback. He admitted that despite the criticism, there's still a part of him that feels just like he did when he first laced up gloves as a teenager. The nerves, the excitement, it's all still there, and that's what's driving him forward.
It depends. I don't know, like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, my feelings like when I started boxing.
Before making anything official, Manny turned to his wife for guidance. He knew this decision would affect not only his career, but also his family. So he asked her what she thought about him fighting Barrios. Her response gave him the push he needed to move forward with confidence, even if others weren't convinced it was the right move.
Like, when I asked of course, I consulted with my family, like, my wife, like, what do you think? What did you know about Barrios? We were watching, like, she said, no, you can fight him, like, you know, you can even beat him. Really? Are you sure? Like, are you sure about that? Yeah, you can. Okay. The next day, I call a friend.
Yeah.
Call here, like, you know.
Yeah.
It was that last fight. So was that last fight Barrios had. You were watching it going, we're gonna get people's guy.
Yeah.
Is it, man?
Even with the fight just 1 week away, Manny Pacquiao is showing a level of confidence his fans haven't seen in years. After revealing the tough agreement details, he's now focused entirely on preparation. Exclusive training footage shows Manny pushing harder than ever, proving he's ready to face Mario Barrios and silence all the doubters once and for all. Furthermore, behind every fight is a story of struggle, both physical and mental. Manny knows better than most how brutal boxing can be on the body and mind. Yet despite the pain, his passion and discipline keep him going. He recently shared what it takes to push through those moments when quitting seems like the easiest choice.
Of course, boxing is boxing, you know, this is really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have, you know, you have interest to punish yourself like that, for hard work, you enjoy doing hard work, training like that, discipline, then go for it. Like, continue boxing.
Despite the years away from the ring, Manny insists he still feels the energy and agility of his younger days. His fans can expect more than just a comeback, they can expect the unexpected. Manny recently opened up about how his body feels ready to defy age and continue delivering thrilling moments inside the ring.
My body is like I feel like young. I feel like young. I mean, you can see. Like I said, I always bring surprises to the fans.
On the other side of the ring, Mario Barrios is fully aware of the magnitude of this fight. For him, it's more than just a title defense. It's a chance to prove himself against one of boxing's all-time greats. Barrios recently shared his thoughts on what this opportunity means for his career and legacy.
This is a huge fight, easily, it could be fight of the year. This is my moment. Like I said, I'm defending my title against a legend, and I couldn't have been more honored.
Moving on, Mario Barrios didn't take Manny Pacquiao's challenge lightly. For a young fighter, being called out by a boxing legend is a huge moment. Barrios paused to absorb the reality of the fight, realizing its significance not only for the sport, but for his path. This matchup represents much more than just a fight. It's a defining moment in his career.
Ever since the fight was announced, I think initially I was kind of just like shocked. Like, man, dude, like Pacquiao wants to fight me, right? He wants to fight me for my title. I think for the sport of boxing and I think just sports in general, like Manny is that name. When you think about boxing, right? He's somebody that comes to mind. At least for me, like I've been watching him since since my earliest memories of boxing. Manny has been a name that's like, okay, like he's the man. And now he wants to come out of retirement. He wants to fight me for my title. I can't look at it as anything other than, it's just another opponent trying to take what's mine.
While Mario respects Manny's legendary status and everything he stands for, inside the ring, it's a different story. For Barrios, this fight is about defending his hard-earned title and proving he belongs at the top. Respect ends when the bell rings. Now it's all about who's taking what's theirs.
He's outside the ring. I have, nothing but respect for him, nothing but respect for everything he's accomplished, for the person he is, everything he does, for his country and more. But as soon as we step in the ring, he's in there trying to take what's mine.
Meanwhile, as the fight draws near, even the top names in boxing are weighing in, including Terrence Crawford. Known for his sharp fight IQ and no-nonsense takes, Bud shared his thoughts on Pacquiao's chances. While many are unsure what to expect from Manny at this stage, Crawford believes there's one thing that could still make the difference.
I just think the experience, the power, is gonna, take him to a victory.
Furthermore, Chris Algieri, who once shared the ring with Pacquiao, had mixed feelings about the comeback. At first, like many boxing purists, he questioned the move, but the more he thought about it, the more it made sense. For Algieri, this wasn't about money or politics, it was about passion. In his words, fighting is in Manny's blood, and that hunger never really fades.
So initially, I think I had what a lot of us boxing purists kind of think like, man, why is he doing it? But then I was like, I'm not surprised. Manny's a warrior, dude. He wants to fight. This is what he wants to do. And listen, people are like, oh, he's broke. I don't think that's the case. I think Manny just wants to fight. And that's just what Manny knows. He tried to keep himself busy outside of the ring, playing basketball, doing politics, but nothing gives you that same burst of energy, that same buzz, that same high as fighting, and I get it.
But even with all that respect, Algieri didn't shy away from concerns. He said returning to a full-on title fight after years away is a bold leap, maybe too bold. Still, when it comes to fighters who defy the odds, Manny Pacquiao has always been in that rare group. If anyone could pull this off, Algieri admits it just might be him.
I get it, and this is something Manny's been doing his entire life, something I've been doing my entire life, so I understand where the pull comes from, but also, Manny, he's a warrior, man. This is what he knows, this is what he wants to do, and, the jumping right into a title, that's a whole different thing to talk about. Not a big fan of that, but the fact that he's back, listen, it's Manny Pacquiao. If anybody can do it, he's one of those guys.
Adding on, Oscar De La Hoya, who once went toe-to-toe with Manny Pacquiao, recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight. While he's supporting Manny, Oscar didn't hold back about the challenges that come with age. He pointed out the difference between training hard and performing under pressure against a younger, active fighter. His words were supportive, but also carried a clear warning.
I'm rooting for Manny 1,000%, obviously, because, we shared the ring, but age is age. I mean, you just never know. He's going in against a young fighter, who's hungry, obviously, who has the skills, who has the punch output. Look, it's one thing to train hard and feel great, but it's another thing to be in the ring in an actual fight at 40, what is he, 46? Yeah, hey, Manny, go out there, do your thing. Use your thick calf legs to just run circles around him.
Furthermore, despite concerns about Pacquiao's age and time away from the ring, some voices in the boxing world are still backing him with full confidence. One of them is popular YouTube analyst The Goose. In a recent breakdown, he challenged the idea of Barrios being the favorite and explained why he still believes Pacquiao has what it takes to win.
I don't think anybody is too good for Manny Pacquiao, okay? So let's say Pacquiao beats Barrios, okay? I think even though Barrios is the overwhelming favorite, and I cannot figure that out, I think Pacquiao's age, 46, and the 4-year layoff, that's probably primarily the reason why he's the favorite. I still can't understand. This is Manny Pacquiao. Come on, you guys. You know, you're going to take anybody as an overwhelming favorite against Manny Pacquiao, even at this age? I think you're nuts. I think you've lost it. But provided Pacquiao beats Barrios, and I think that's probably going to happen. Mark my words on that one.
Moving on, when Marco Antonio Barrera speaks, the boxing world listens. As a former world champion and respected voice in the sport, his perspective on Manny Pacquiao's return carries weight. In a recent message to his fans, Barrera didn't hold back. He reflected on the gravity of Pacquiao's comeback, the long layoff, and why this fight could reveal what Mario Barrios is truly made of.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Los saludos su amigo Marco Antonio Barrera. Vamos a hablar de una pelea muy importante. ¿Por qué importante? Regresa la leyenda, 46 años, 5 años retirado. Hay muchas preguntas de toda la gente y también vamos a ver de qué está hecho Mario Barrios. Yo creo que el acercamiento con la gente, tiene un corazón que de repente se ocupa eso para poder entrar en el gusto de toda la gente, le gusta dar espectáculos, se brinda para la gente y lo más importante, se vuelve un guerrero arriba del ring. Bueno, yo respeto mucho, yo en realidad no podría hablar mal ni bien. Él, si se siente que tiene las capacidades, los reflejos para poder subirse al ring a los 46 años, adelante, que se lo demuestre.
Barrera didn't just talk about showmanship, he got real about the physical demands of a comeback. With Pacquiao stepping into the ring at 46, he emphasized that no one truly knows if the body can still keep up except the fighter himself. This part of Barrera's message touches on experience, pride, and the quiet doubts that even legends must face behind the scenes.
Él mismo, nadie tiene la respuesta más que uno mismo porque sabes de qué estás hecho y tu cuerpo hasta dónde puede dar. A mí se me hace una pelea muy interesante. Manny Pacquiao es un guerrerazo arriba del ring, 8 veces campeón mundial, va a darlo todo. Le gusta dar espectáculo por parte de Mario Barrios también. Mandó a la lona a el hermano de Maidana, primo. Esto da pauta a que sea una pelea de choque, una pelea de grandes guerreros, pero lo más importante, el ganador va a ser el público. Yo creo que está activo, es el campeón actual. No es tan complicado como los campeones que hay, pero arriba del ring se va a volver peligroso.
In the final part of his statement, Barrera turned his attention to Barrios. He pointed out Barrios' knockout win over the fighter who once defeated Pacquiao. While Barrera hopes Manny pulls off the win, he admits this fight will be a true test. If Barrios wins, it won't just be an upset, it'll be proof that he's ready to carry the torch for this new generation.
Y también hay que recordar, Mario Barrios fue el que le ganó y retiró a Ugas. ¿Qué pasó con Ugas? Ugas fue el que le ganó a Manny Pacquiao. Es una matemática que no sale, pero al final del día, un rival que tuvieron en común. Aunque nos gustaría que gane Manny Pacquiao por la grandeza que tiene, se me haría muy triste que los 8 títulos en diferentes divisiones, Salón de la Fama ya en canastota, verlos derrotado, para mí me partiría el corazón. Ojalá que no sea, yo creo y voy a que gana Manny Pacquiao, pero si es lo contrario, que gana Mario Barrios, va a demostrar que es el mejor hoy por hoy.
However, not everyone is convinced that Pacquiao can pull off a win at this stage of his career. Rising star Tim Tszyu weighed in on the matchup, pointing to the age gap and Barrios' youth as key factors. While he respects Manny's legacy, Tim Tszyu made it clear this could be a tough mountain to climb.
I think Barrios wins. I think young, and it's hard with age. But I think if anyone was going to do it, Manny Pacquiao's the man.
Meanwhile, few people know Manny Pacquiao better than Juan Manuel Marquez. After sharing the ring with him 4 times, Marquez understands both the danger and brilliance that Pacquiao brings. Speaking on the upcoming fight, Marquez didn't hide his concerns, but ultimately he believes Manny's experience, power, and speed could still carry him to one last historic title.
Yeah. Be there. No, I would like to see the fight, Pacquiao or Mario Barrios. but I need to work. I'm busy, but good luck for both fighters. I don't know. It's dangerous. This fight is dangerous for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has 46 years old, but he's professional. He's training hard and every day. I think. Let me tell you something. I think Manny Pacquiao is the new world champion. The most important thing is experience. Experience is for Manny Pacquiao. It's power, speed, and everything. I think Manny Pacquiao is the new world champion. Pacquiao needs to use speed, power, experience, and everything. Mario Barrios is a young fighter. He has a strong fighter, but I think the most important thing in this fight, the experience. The experience is for Manny Pacquiao.
Adding on, veteran trainer Joel Diaz also weighed in on the matchup, and his take leaned more toward concern than confidence. While he deeply respects everything Manny has done for the sport, Diaz questioned whether it's wise for Pacquiao to return at this stage. From size differences to age, Diaz believes Barrios holds the physical edge.
Yeah. Manny Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
Furthermore, another legend, Nonito Donaire, offered his thoughts on the high-stakes showdown. While acknowledging Mario Barrios' size and toughness, Donaire made it clear Pacquiao's championship pedigree can't be ignored. With 8 world titles across different divisions, Manny's experience gives him a real shot. But Donaire also pointed out that mindset will be key once the bell rings.
Barrios is a tall guy and he's a tough guy, you know, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is the champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions, and he knows how to fight, he knows how to win, so you always gotta give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's a question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something to win the fight against Barrios.
Donaire didn't stop there. He dug deeper into what Pacquiao needs to do if he wants to win. For Donaire, it's not just about physical preparation, it's about showing up mentally sharp, using ring IQ, and becoming the calculated threat opponents have always feared. If Manny brings that version of himself, Donaire believes the legend still has one more great performance left.
If he shows up that way, 100% for him. But if he doesn't, then Barrios is gonna be the young guy who's gonna take it to the legend. But I believe that Manny has to just be the Manny that he is. Use a little bit of feint, be smart, be the guy that people are afraid of, and I think that he's gonna do well in that fight.
On the other side, popular fight analyst Showbiz the Adult gave a passionate take on Manny's return, and he didn't sugarcoat it. He praised Pacquiao for chasing greatness at this stage of his life, calling the move bold and historic, but at the same time, he warned just how wild things could get if Manny pulls it off.
Manny Pacquiao will challenge Mario Barrios for his WBC welterweight world title on July 19th at MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Pacquiao is the man in that fight and on that card. So this guy is gone for 4 years, really, and he comes back and he fights for a WBC title as the man on that card. Give a shout out to Manny Pacquiao. Now, he may get a sweat, but I do want to say this. If Manny Pacquiao beats Mario Barrios, that is top tier level strength. If he does that, what does that mean? Does that mean he defends his title against a Brian Norman Jr. or some like Brian Norman Jr. may smoke, he may drag it. So you may not want to do that again. You may want to go out on your shield against Boot.
Manny Pacquiao's reveal about the tough agreement and his fearless mindset shows exactly why he remains one of boxing's most captivating figures. Facing Mario Barrios with no safety nets and full commitment proves Manny's hunger for greatness hasn't faded despite years away. This fight isn't just about a title, it's about legacy, resilience, and defying the odds one more time. Every expert, analyst, and legend weighing in reflects the high stakes and unpredictability of this showdown. Whether you see Manny as the timeless warrior or the aging fighter against the clock, one thing is clear: this fight will be unforgettable. It's a battle not only for belts, but for respect and history itself. Who do you think will come out on top, Manny Pacquiao with his experience and heart, or Mario Barrios with his youth and power? Let us know your prediction and why in the comments below.